So what is another aspect which we have to take care if we have to quieten the mind? That another aspect is mama-aham, ahankara and mamakara. This is another thing which will disturb your mind. So what has to be done? Tyaktvā, mama-aham iti. Why should we give it up? Tyaktvā means to give up. Why should we give up ahankara and mamakara? Because bandhakare pade dve. They are bandhakaram. Karam means that which causes. Bandhakara means that which causes bandhanam, bondage. Ahankara and mamakara will bind you. This is called a psychological bondage. So what is psychological bondage? Which will helplessly make you get disturbed. That is called as bondage. Bondage means there is lack of freedom. Lack of freedom is called bondage. Helplessness is called bondage. So helplessly you will worry. Helplessly you will get tensed up. Anxious. That helplessness is called bondage. Ahankara mamakara will cause this psychological bondage. Generally we think ahankara is not bandhakara but sukhakara. People who superficially analyze life, they think ahankara is sukhakara. Whenever I am praised, I am happy. So therefore, I must expand my I so that there is more and more cause of praise, recognition, respect from the society. Bigger the aham, greater is the respect which I get from the society. So therefore, greater the respect I get, greater is my joy. Therefore, bigger the aham, greater the joy. This is our equation. Now, how to expand aham? Aham can be expanded by expanding mama. Mamakara is the way to expand ahankara. That which I possess is called mamakara. So aham can be expanded by expanding the mamakara. By expanding the possession, expanding the position, expanding the influence. These are all coming under mamakara. Mamakara means mine, that which belongs to me. Possession, position, influence, power, glory, fame, they're all coming under mamakara. Abilities, talents. So therefore, unintelligently analyzing life and coming to this conclusion that expansion of aham is sukhakara, we expand aham by expanding mama. This is what we find in the society. But unfortunately, the more and more ahankara expands, there is more and more sorrow alone. Understand this fact. Expansion of ahankara is not joy, it is only sorrow. Greater the ahankara, greater will be the disturbance of mind. They are directly connected. Because ahankara takes root in ignorance. Ahankara takes root in absence of knowledge. So therefore, the more and more a person's ahankara is stronger, more and more further away he is from knowledge. Knowledge is light. So therefore, going away from knowledge means going towards darkness, going towards ignorance. Knowledge is peace. So going away from knowledge means what? Going away from peace. Going away from peace means getting more and more disturbed. The more and more ahankara we have, the more and more we will be troubled by kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. The more and more we puncture this ego, our mind will be peaceful. We will not be disturbed by any of these things. Now, this is a very practical tip. The moment ahankara comes, ahankara means I. That very moment you are separated from the totality. Vyashti gets separated from samashti. The individual gets separated from the total with this boundary line called ego. Ego is the wheel. The moment I get separated from the totality, I and mine, you and yours, this division comes. And what happens when this division comes? mānāvamāna-sadṛśāḥ samadarśinaś. Mānāvamāna comes. Mana means what? Superiority complex. Avamana means what? Inferiority complex. Apamana means actually insult. But what is this insult? Inferiority complex. When I have more than others, I have the superiority complex. When I have less than others, then I have this inferiority complex. Both of them are nothing but disturbance of the mind. One is the crest of the wave, the other is the trough of the wave. The higher and the lower. Wherever higher is there, lower is there. So there is superiority complex, there is inferiority complex, there is comparison, there is jealousy. Then there is striving hard to defeat others, compete with others. All these are called disturbance. Varieties of disturbances. So all these disturbances are born out of ego. And again there is an illusion that if I have more than others, I will be happy. I should ever be ahead of others. These are all different illusions born out of the fundamental illusion called ego. Ego will create multiple layered illusions. So what should a spiritual seeker do? End this primary illusion born out of ignorance. Don't try to fulfill other illusions. This is what wise people do. They don't try to find a solution at the superficial level. They try to find solution at the foundation level. The foundation of all illusion is ego. So destroy that. If ahankara, mamakara is gone, then what will happen? mānāvamāna-sadṛśāḥ. Mana and avamana will create no disturbance in your mind. Samadarśinaḥ. That person becomes samadarshi. Man of equal vision. Samadarshi. What is samadarsanam? We are all one. At the body level, we are all perishables. At the consciousness level, we are all imperishable, one entity. This is called samadarsanam. And we are all striving to gain this state. But Bhagavan, how to put it into practice? Karma yoga is the way. Kartāram, anyam, avagamya, tad-arpitāni, kurvanti. Dhanyāḥ kurvanti. So how to get rid of this ego? Get rid of this kartritva bhava. It's a practical tip given. The practical tip, even while living in the world, how to end this ego. Kartāram, anyam, avagamya. Understand avagamya. What? Kartāram, anyam. Considering that the doer is somebody different. So who is the different one? The Lord. Bhagavan himself is the doer. Iti avagamya. Thus understanding. Dhanyāḥ kurvanti. tad-arpitāni kurvanti. karma-paripāka-phalāni. tad-arpitāni kurvanti. So this is nothing but the essence of karma yoga. Performing action as a worship of the Lord, with this understanding that Bhagavan himself is the doer. Everything belongs to Bhagavan, therefore action must belong to Bhagavan. All my abilities and talents belong to Bhagavan. Possessions and position belong to Bhagavan. If with this attitude we perform action, then what are we doing? We are not allowing the ego to take root. Whatever I have, everything belongs to Bhagavan. Whatever others have, that also belongs to Bhagavan. In this way, if we can perform action. So here, escaping from action is not prescribed. Escaping from the world is not prescribed. Escaping from the action is not prescribed, because that is not the solution. The solution is living in the world, performing the duties in the world. As and when we perform these duties, performing it with the right attitude, right understanding. That is what is important. Taking sannyasa will not help. Running away from the world and burying yourself in some cave will not help. Learn to live in this world. Face the challenges of this world. Be in the marketplace. Go through all the ups and downs of the world. But in the process, do it with the right attitude. Action is never the problem. Wrong understanding behind action is the problem. Wrong attitude behind performance of action is the problem. So therefore, correct this attitude. Correct this understanding. Once that is done, then world is never a problem. World is a beautiful place. So kartāram, anyam, avagamya. Understanding that doer is somebody different. Bhagavan is the doer. tad-arpitāni. Offering all your actions unto him. Dhanyāḥ karma-paripāka-phalāni. So whenever actions are done, results will come. So what should we do with those results? There should not be any enjoyership, bhoktrutva. So escape from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. I did it, therefore I enjoy. This attitude should go away. So what should be your attitude when the results come? Bhagavan, it is your grace, it is your blessing, it is your prasad. So the four principles of karma yoga, what are they? Kartavya nirvahanam, performance of duties. Number 2, samyak acharanam, doing it as best as you can. Number 3, Ishvara arpana buddhi, Ishvara arpana buddhi, performing it as a worship of the Lord. 4th one, Ishvara prasada buddhi. That is what is said here. So dhanyāḥ, the blessed ones, live in this way, not allowing ahankara and mamakara to fructify. Rather, ahankara and mamakara should die with karma. Then that is karma yoga. If ahankara and mamakara is increasing with karma, that is not karma yoga. That will only bind us. Karma yoga should efface ahankara, mamakara. In that case, you can directly see it. How do I know my ahankara, mamakara is increasing or decreasing? Mind becomes more and more peaceful. Tad-jnanam prashamakaram yadindriyanam. The whole Dhanyashtakam is revolving around that one line. Tad-jnanam prashamakaram. So rate your spiritual progress with the intensity of peace which you experience.